Welcome, my name is Bersipy, and today we're going to continue with our Django live experience, learning experience. Alright, so first of all, an important note, I published this project in a public GitHub repo. If you are watching this from a video, I will probably just put the link below the video in the description. And if you're watching it from the live stream, I will probably put the link now. Let me just fix it. Yeah. Hoo-hoo. And I broke the goddamn wheel. Alright, and here's the link. Alright. So, first of all, very important, the water. To have a nice chill 1 hour stream, so we can be hydrated. Nice. Alright, I made a little recap of the commands. No concepts for now. I didn't find the time actually, so we can probably do it later. I will do it by my own probably, to not bother you. And okay, let's continue with the tutorial. We were in the model stage, I think, in the modeling stage. So yeah, modeling stage was about okay, this part here, I think. All right, we launch our first migration, which set up I think just the database, an empty database with the SQLite. And alright, so creating models. We have actually created the model here in the Pulse app actually. Okay, we don't know anything actually about the syntax or whatever, so we will learn it in a second moment. Let's continue. Alright, the migration is based on the settings file. Which is actually under my site. My site is the project, just to make a little recap. Pulse is the app. A project may contain multiple apps, and the same app could be shared between multiple projects. So it is what it is. And actually, when you launch a migration, it will check, for example, this part here, and so other parts that we already don't know. So we will just experiment with it. By the way, important note, if you are unaware of this, I actually searched for a template for this huge git ignore, which is usually fine with Python. So, for example, I don't commit the PyCache and all this useless stuff. All right. Okay. Right. Let's start our learning experience. I remember that this is not a tutorial, guys, so I will make mistakes, a lot of mistakes. This is just a learning experience, a live reasoning. And alright, the models here. Each model is represented by a class. That subclass, the base class, the model class. Each model has a number of class variable, each of which represents a database field in the model. So we're actually just representing the table, right? This is like a single row in a database. If you probably we already don't know. We actually don't know. Each field is represented by an instance of field class. For example, char field for character field, and datetime field for datetimes. This tells Django what type of data each field holds. The name of each field instance, for example, question text or pub date, is the field's name. Alright. So the actual name of the variable is the field's name. So we are actually creating columns here. If we are in a code first approach, we will see. Code first means, by the way, that is the code that will generate all the tables in the database. And a migration also, the migration is strictly linked to this procedure, because the migration is what actually allows the framework to make modification, downgrades, and so on. So commit, revert, and whatever to tables structure, basically. It is what it is. All right. I lost the point. Machine-friendly format. You use this value in your Python code, and your database will use it as the column name. Right. Okay, as I anticipated. You can use an optional first positional argument to a field to designate a human-readable name. Okay. That's used in a couple of introspective parts of Django. Okay, introspective, right? So analysis. Runtime analysis, probably. We will see. And it doubles as documentation. Yes, okay. It counts as documentation, right? So we can actually define names, readable names, or readable strings, actually, that's define, explain what we are talking about there. In this field, if this field isn't provided, Django will use the machine readable name. All right, weird. This is a weird automation for me, but okay. In this example, well, actually makes sense. Now, maybe I understand it wrongly before, but makes sense. In this example, we have only defined a human readable name for question.pubdate. For all other fields in this model, the field's machine readable name will suffice as its human readable name. So wait. Just a basic understanding. So probably we can just pass is a name, right? But it talked about yes, because in the field we are talking about the field. For example, char field. Yes, the first is the verbose name. So we can actually just say, for example, the question to ask. I'm not sure about that. Let's just go deeper for a second here, because yeah, this is just a tutorial, but I want to understand, right? I want to understand. What is the first argument I don't know how can I pose the question, but is the verbose name, but what is the verbose name? Human readable. Okay, right. So this is the human readable version. The machine readable is actually the name, I think, of the field. Okay, yes. So we have these two opposed concepts. All right. Okay. Some field classes have required arguments. Char field, for example, requires that you give a max length. Yes, makes sense. Makes totally sense, because you know, suppose that we have, for example, 5 characters per string is weird. That's used not only in the database schema, but in validation, as we'll soon see. This is quite important for me, the validation part, because it's the strong point of many databases, right? Of many frameworks, backend frameworks, right? For example, ASP.NET Core and whatever, and FastAPI. Yes, FastAPI is. I don't know if you are familiar with FastAPI validation, but it used Pydantic, I think, a Pydantic style of models. But yes, is a bit spaghetti when you start to actually make some advanced configuration with it. Maybe in the future we will see also FastAPI. Okay, a field can also have various optional arguments. In this case, we have set the default values of votes to 0. Yes, because we have a default here. Finally, not a relationship is defined using foreign key, right? That tells Django its choice is related to a single question. Okay, this is okay. So here we define our cascade cascade relation, right? So each choice has a question, is related to a question. Django supports all the common database relationship, many to one, many to many, one to one. Yes. Okay, activating models. The small bit of model, by the way, guys, here we are just reading, is probably boring for you, but you know, just to don't skip an important part, I guess. Just to don't break the goddamn wheel. By the way, don't break the goddamn wheel is a phrase from Red Dead Redemption 2, if you played it. Is just when Arthur just escaped the first winter phase and broke the goddamn wheel. You know, for me it's funny. Okay, activity models. That small bit of model code gives Django a lot of information. With it, Django is able to create a database schema. So create table, yes, for this app. Okay. Create a Python database access API for accessing question and choice object. Okay, this is what we want actually. But first, so this is I think the ORM part, right? Like our abstraction towards a database. But first, we need to tell our project that the Pulse app is installed. Okay, the philosophy is what I like about this documentation is that it highlights actually the reasoning behind things, which is important if you want to understand how to code well stuff inside a framework. Because a framework, remember, that is a set of rules, right? It's not just a library. A library is okay, use a library and you can just switch between libraries, and why not? A framework is actually a set of design patterns and set of design that's is actually a, how can I say, wait, let me translate. Is a constraint, right? Is a set of constraints. All right. So Django apps are pluggable. You can use an app in multiple projects, as we said before, and you can distribute apps because they don't have to be tied to a given Django installation. This is quite cool. So we can actually distribute apps between projects on the same machine, which is what we already know, but we can also distribute apps between different machines with different projects. This is quite cool. So we're creating actually a standalone project, standalone app. By the way, maybe I will learn it in a bit, but I'm not sure about actually how to use an app, right? How to configure an app, because for me an app is the entire product at this point. Probably an app is just a project in the Visual Studio environment. So you can create, for example, an app to handle a core app to handle all the core models, or in the DTOs, or for example, if you are implementing a design like a CQRS. By the way, if you don't know what CQRS is, it's the most cool, probably most cool pattern ever. I can make a schema for you in Excalibur, but okay, well, this, no, wait, this is shit. All right, this is cool. So we have something like this, right? We have our client, our UI, and basically CQRS is a command and queries segregation, I think. Responsibility segregation. Okay, I forgot. Every time I forget about the responsibility part. And basically, what it does, it will separate between the read and the reading phase and the writing phase. So imagine that a client. So first of all, what actually a client does usually is to make a lot of readings, right? And not as many writings. Usually, it depends on the application. But let's take this case into consideration. We're actually separating between reading and writing, so we can actually scale differently on different server these two phases. For example, if our application needs to read a lot from has a many clients that needs to read a lot, we can actually scale vertically or horizontally. Horizontally probably is the best example in microservices. So we can just add virtual machines, right? And we can fight this fucking congestion problem. For the writing phase, is the same, right? So CQRS is actually separating the reading and the writing phase. That's it. Commands is for the writing phase. Q stands for queries and is for the reading phase. Queries are for reading, commands are for writing. So you are creating a server that's handle the query for reading, and a new server that's handle the commands for writing. And this is quite cool if you think about it, because you can have the same Django project, if I'm understanding correctly, and have two different apps. One apps for reading and one apps for writing. So one app that will handle the query phase and one app that will handle the command phase. And this is also cool because if we reason by, we keep reasoning by this CQRS that I will probably implement in the future, but for now let's focus on Django. I'm not focusing on Django right now. I'm just having fun, as you can see. By the way, we can actually create also other layers like caching layer, login layer, security layer, and so on. Okay, I just lost the point again, but it is what it is. I think that is interesting, this part here. But who cares? We don't know nothing, right? So this is cool. Apps in Django are pluggable. This is an important note, guys. We can actually plug apps in different projects, in different machines, the same app. Okay. So this is why it's so modular, right? Now I'm getting the real philosophy. See how many things that this phrase actually unlocked. A lot of reasoning, because actually I know that the project configurations are for it will impact all the apps. But if you move the apps inside another Django project with another my site, basically another project settings, you can have different impact on the same apps. Quite fucking cool. Quite fucking cool. Okay, to include the yes, I'm reading here, by the way, guys. Let me see. Right. Oh, we are already 20 minutes in. Okay. To include the app in our project, we need to add a reference to its configuration class in the installed apps settings. Okay. So let's just skip a bit to this settings part. The key here is installed apps. Oh wait, I can't. I want to alt tab fast as hell, dude. So installed, my boy. All right. So wait. What? To include the app in your project, we need to add a reference to its configuration class in the installed apps setting. The pulse config class is in the pulse apps.py. Okay, so we have this class that is inheriting from the app config class. All right. So this is an app config. We are configuring here this app, this singular app. Cool. So all right. Okay. So it's dotted path is pulse, which is the name, .apps.pulseconfig. But by the way, we don't have this, I think, in the... Actually, let's keep reading. Edit the settings file to add the dotted path. Alright, makes sense. So let's add this new element. So is pulse dot... Okay, I already forgot it. Apps dot pulse config, which is the name of the class, right? Yes. You can probably just copy and paste it just to be sure. All right. So pulse is the name of the folder of the app. Apps is the name of the file, and pulse config is the name of the class inside the file. All right. Okay. We will become a knight, guys. I will promise. I will promise it. This is just a Padawan stuff, just Padawan things. Okay, now Django knows to include the pulse app. Let's run another command. Make migration pool. You should see something similar to the following. Migration for pools. Create okay. He's actually applying the migration that's based on our new models. Right. Yes. So we have a new migration actually, right? Pretty cool. It's not I'm not used to this syntax. We don't have a it's not like a unit test, for example. You don't have an up and down stage. The cool about migrations is that usually you have a phase for adding these new modifications and a phase to reverting them. Now here we have also only the part to add this modification, as I'm seeing. But maybe it's automagic, I don't know. Who cares? It is what it is. So you're telling Django that you have made some changes to your model. So okay, now we know for sure that we are in a code first approach, right? So when we define a model, this model will be actually created as a table. Wait, but the name of the table so is the name of the class. I have another question, actually. A question or a choice. Okay, let's go forward. We will learn everything. For me, it's really hard to just continue reading because it's boring for me indeed. What? I'm reading. Wait, I'm drinking from the bottle, but I have my. I don't know how it is called in English. Right. How it is called in English? I have a problem. I want to know. Okay. I want to know everything. Canteen. Okay, water bottle. Lol. Lol. Let's broke the goddamn wheel. Alright, so migrations are how Django stores changes to your models and does your database schema. They are files on disk, right? Yes, we can't delete them because it's very important that we don't have missing steps, right? So Django can eventually revert those changes. You can read the migration for your new model if you like. It's okay. Don't worry, you're not expected to read them every time Django makes one. But they are designed to be humor editable. Yes, this is important. In case you want to manually tweak how Django changes things. This is quite weird because, for example, this is not weird. This is actually what we want. Because, for example, what I hate about, for example, .NET is that .NET actually makes a lot of assumptions, right? For example, it will assume that you want to rename a column, and it will actually, instead of maybe just adding a new column, and this is really weird, you have to check each migration. Here, I'm not sure. We will see. There's a command that will run the migration for you and manage your database schema automatically. That's called migrate. Okay, the migrate is our command, as we already know. And we'll come to it in a moment. But first, let's see what's SQL that migration will run. The SQL migrate command, okay, takes migration names and returns the SQL. Oh, wow, this is fucking freaking cool, bro. This is freaking cool, bro. Okay, this is the fucking SQL. I don't have an RDBMS, actually. Oh, shit. Well, okay, we can test it right now. Okay, so we have a begin. So we have a transaction, right? I think. Create table. I don't remember everything. I think that begin stands for don't make an automatic transaction, just begin the transaction here and then commit with the command statement at the end. Create table, pulse question. Okay, we have the ID as integer, not null, primary key auto increment, which makes sense, right? Which makes actually a lot of sense. Question text is a varchar. Oh, wait. Let's compare this shit with the models. Okay, this is what I wanted at the beginning. Okay. All right, so we have an ID. But where is the ID coded? It comes from the model. Is a default behavior. Weird. Question text varchar. Okay, I already know that was a varchar. Not null. Okay. Pub date is not null. By the way, obviously it skipped the human readable part, obviously. Even though I expected maybe I was expecting some kind of comment. I don't know. Okay, and then we have the choice, which is actually wait. Pulse underscore question. Pulse underscore choice. Since we are in a code first environment, maybe I will say something strong here, but we could probably just pretend that tables name are not important, right? We can just say, okay, we know the code. We can use the code since we are also in Python, so we can just make a fast script to interrogate the database with our models. Actually, making a select as the ORM will teach us. We will see. Okay, this ID, by the way, doesn't make sense for me. Why the ID? Where is the specification for the ID? Is in the model. I don't know what I'm looking at. Shit. What is this? Okay. We will see in the documentation. Okay, let's continue. Okay, you should see all this shit. Okay, this is more readable actually than my terminal. Okay, pipe date is a timestamp with time zone not null. Okay, weird. It's not weird, but id is a big int. Choice is a varchar. Wait, but something is missing maybe. Why id and question id? Wait, what? Okay, let's continue. I don't know about the. I'm confused about the question id and id. All right, not the following. Let's continue reading. Okay, maybe the question id is for the foreign key. It's actually for the foreign key to link to relate the two tables, which makes sense actually. By the way, guys, Django is not bad at all. It's actually for now is what a backend engineer probably could expect such behaviors, right? And also a knight or a JD or a Jedi. I don't know how to pronounce. So we can actually expect all those behaviors, which makes sense. Okay. The exact output. Let's read the notes, which seems to be really important. Lol. The exact output will vary depending on the database you are using. The example above is generated for Postgres. All right. Table names are automatically generated by combining the name of the app, pulse, and the lowercase name of the model, question, and choice. You can override this behavior. This is a fucking weird behavior for me, but who cares? Primary keys, so the IDEs, are added automatically. Okay, this is weird too, bro. You can override these two. Okay, this is weird too. I think that this should be not an automagic stuff. This should be a programmer's decision, right? A backend engineer decision. because you know you don't want ID maybe in some tables for some reason. For example, you want to create a, I don't know, a meta table. I don't know how can I. Yes. We will see. By convention, Django appends underscore ID to the foreign key field name. Yes, you can override this as well. Okay, they are just let us chilling a bit. Okay, bro, too many automation, but okay, you can just overwrite everything. Just chill down a bit. Chill down a bit. The foreign key relationship is made explicit by a foreign key constraint. Okay, this makes sense. Don't worry about deferrable parts. It's telling Postgres to not enforce the foreign key until the end of the transaction. To not enforce the foreign key. What does this means? Let's just I need to specify maybe the deferrable part, but this phrase is talking about how foreign key and constraints work. Okay, it's a Postgre probably concept. We'll see. Foreign key relationship. In a database, foreign key is a column. In one table, the link to the primary key in another. Yes, and we already know that, right? I hope, guys, I hope. And this ensure data integrity, making sure. Okay, well, foreign key constraint. This is the rule that's enforced the foreign key relation. All right, it makes sure that any value entered in the foreign key column correspond to an existing value in the reference column. All right. Okay, now the important part. What I want to know: deferrable. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. This is an advanced concept in Postgres SQL. Okay, normally, when you insert, update, or delete rows in a table, the foreign key constraint is immediately. Oh shit! I was tripping, guys. After 8 hours of coding and another. What about what is I don't know, half an hour? Yes. Half hour of fucking the Django. I'm getting crazier. Okay, and okay. Constraint is immediately checked to make sure the relationship is valid. However, a deferrable constraint means that you can defer. Okay, you can delay, so defer, checking the foreign key constraint until the end of the transaction. This can be useful in complex transactions where you might temporarily violate the foreign key constraint. Yes. Now I have a practical example in mind. But intended to correct it before the transaction is committed. Yes, there are I was working one time in a kind of dirty situation, and I had to insert stuff to modify a record on the fly. And before making this, I needed to violate the foreign key to insert some stuff. So I needed something like this. I don't remember how to do it in a MySQL environment, but who cares? This can be useful in okay. So the phrase is saying that the foreign key relationship is explicitly defined with the foreign key. Wait, what I have in my what? Wait, I'm getting crazier, guys. The foreign key relationship is explicitly defined with the foreign key constraint, right? The deferrable part is a feature that lets Postgres postpone checking the foreign key constraint. All right. Okay, I think that we can skip everything and go forward. It's tailored. By the way, it already was telling me that what I read in ChatGPT, but ChatGPT is more friendly. I don't know. It's tailored to the database you are using. So database specific fields such as auto increment obviously change. Yes. Begint. By the way, maybe I'm stupid, but I'm not useful with begint. Is begint MySQL type? All right. Yes, it's actually like a long. No, it's not a long. It's something more seems. So is it more big than a long? I think so. Okay, are similar. But by the way, I'm losing the point again, guys. Sorry, but there are some distinction based on their environment. Begint in MySQL is a 64-bit integer type, signed integer type, and long is also signed 64-bit. Is the same actually. Weird. The size is the same, but change the context. Okay, sorry. Begint is the database version of a long type in programming languages. It was basically just the domain change, the context. Alright. Let's continue, brother. Okay, default by identity or integer. Okay. The SQL migrate command doesn't actually run the migration on your database. Instead, it prints it to the screen so that you can see what SQL Django thinks is required. It's useful for checking what Django is going to do, or if you have database administrators who require SQL scripts for change. Okay, cool. I never come in a situation like this, but cool to know. So SQL migrate actually will just give us the migration. So wait, so this command is just printing the migration, right? Yes, another important stuff is that we need the ID. We need to specify the ID, not the human readable way, right? Not the string, not the name of the file. We need to specify SQL migrate, which is the argument for manage.py. If you remember, manage.py is a weird script that will, for me, is weird, by the way. Probably a core developer Django will say, "Hey, bro, it's pretty easy, dude." Yes, we'll just run this. If can import the environment correctly, it will actually just try to execute whatever we pass. Is our how can we say proxy? Is a proxy for Django commands, I think. And then we need the name of the app, which is Pulse, and the name of the migration. Cool. If you're interested, you can also run Python manage check, right? For any problems in your project without making migrations or touching the database. Okay, wait. So we created the migration with this command here, make migration. We saw in a SQL readable version what Django was trying to do, and now we are going to check if there are actually issues. And we are and we have no issue actually. Cool. Just a string, okay, a green okay, bro. And now we can run just the migrate command, right? By the way, specifying Python manage.py every time is probably a pain in the ass. I think that's corporate project just alias this fucking command probably. So migrate. Apply your migration. Admin out. See, I'm not understanding this part here, by the way. The migrate command. So let's continue. The migrate command takes all the migrations that haven't been applied. Yes, obviously Django is tracking which are applied and which not. and runs them against your database. So okay, is obviously like is the base concept of the migration is we are actually affecting the database in a incremental way, right? We are not it is like a layer, right? A Docker layer. So we are not actually redoing the computation, the already made computation. Wait, I forgot about the chat, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, hi, bro. How's it going, dude? All right, so migration. Pretty stonks with the Musta sprinkle. Okay, so actually a migration is just this is the migration concept, right? It's not a Django concept. Is actually synchronizing the code with your database to your database. Migrations are very by the way, he's explaining the migration here, which is cool. I like this part here because it doesn't assume that you know already what a migration is, and is a core concept, right? So you want to know what this migration is. And by the way, the migration concept here is explained better than other migration specific lessons that I've found. So this is cool. For example, the .NET documentation, I don't like, for example, well, I don't like Microsoft, but this is another topic. But yes, the migration part, the how can I say? But who cares? Let's go forward. Migration are very powerful and let you change your models over time as you develop your project, yes, without the need to delete your database or tables. Okay, by the way, let's make a little recap. Migration in Django are pretty standard, right? Are a way to enforce, maybe not, this is wrong, but are like a way to enforce our models towards the database. So it's a way to say, okay, code first, right? We define a new model in our where are the models in our models file, and there we will probably need a folder sometime at some point, because I don't want to have all my models here. If I have 1,000 models, I will probably wait. Is the model specified somewhere? Probably yes, but we will see, because I don't want obviously all the models in a file. I think that probably you can just import them. We will see. And what about, okay, wait guys, okay, we are 40 minutes in. Oh shit, I will probably make just another half hour or 20 minutes, I don't know. Okay, so continuing the recap, the migration recap. Pretty standard migration, right? Code first, you create a model, you create the migration, you check the migration in SQL, sorry, I was speaking in Italian, I don't know why. Maybe I'm just tired. In an SQL readable format, or in the freaking migration code here, right? So you can actually read the migration code, which is I think that is more useful than the SQL itself. If you can read this shit, you are actually far away faster than the SQL part, I think, as a normal framework will allow. But yes, there are a lot of automations, and something that is for me is weird, for example, is the yes, by the way, you can override these as well, because yes, these automations, for example, IDs are always created. Okay, could be is not maybe so important if you think about it, but I thought that this should be a backend engineer decision, right? For example, and also, okay, this is telling us that we don't care about the deferrable because it's a Postgres concept. The table name, this is weird, takes the app name and underscore and the name of the model, which is fucking weird, as you can see here, which is fucking weird. We have polls, which is the name of the app, underscore the name of the table. This is, for me, is fucking weird. I don't know. Okay, this is basically the recap. And we have many commands. We are forgetting about everything, but I'm doing a little list here so we can just keep track of everything. Is also useful for me actually. Okay, is unreadable. Lol, is freaking fucking unreadable. Maybe this will fix. Yes, this is fixed. Okay, this is pretty cool actually. This is pretty cool. I thought that was shittier than this. All right. Okay, so the migrate executed the actual migration. And okay. So migration actually allows us to make modification to our database by code and to revert those modifications. That's it. This is the summary of this part. Okay. Remember 3-step guide to making model changes. Okay, you change your code, your models. Models.py. You run the make migration to create the migration with the name. With the name. Yes, for example, here is Pulse because we maintained the name of the app. Weird. No, wait. This is not the name of the migration. This is the actual name of the app. We are telling to the project that we need to actually create the migration in this app, right? Okay. And then we migrate. So we execute the migration. Obviously, there is a huge step in between that you will need to check, right? Check the code and the SQL. This is the probably the most important part. Holy how. And we broke the goddamn wheel, guys. The reason that there are separate commands to make and apply migrations is because you'll commit migration to your version control system. Yes, okay. Basically, a migration is just a file, right? An executable, a scriptable, I don't know how can I say, a Python file. So you can actually commit and keep track of them because it's important. If we have multiple migrations here, right? We can't delete any of the intermediate. We need to keep them all. So we need to actually commit them to push them on our remote with the code. And this is a basic concept, but we need to know also this. Okay, there is the Django admin documentation. Okay, okay, this is what I want to know, for example. But let's open it. Let's open it just for fun. By the way, this is secure RS. If you are seeing it now. Okay. This is fucking cool. Playing with the API. Now, let's hop into the interactive Python shell and play around with the free API Django, gives you. To invoke the Python shell, use this command. Okay, fucking weird. Again. Fucking weird. So here we are in the Django project shell. We are using this instead of simply typing Python because manage.py sets the Django settings module environment variable, which gives Django the Python import path to your my site setting. Okay, this is quite normal for us. We can just check it now, just to get a practical understanding. So here we are setting this my site.setting. So we are actually saying to Python. Which is actually is an automatic stuff. We didn't create it, if you remember, right? Django has created this variable to say, okay, bro, okay, fucking Python. Just know that if I use Django setting modules, I will point to this my site.settings. We can actually change it probably. We could just say, for example, set, and here changing to set, right? Something like this. Once you're in the shell, explore the database API. Okay, this is fucking cool, guys. This is pretty fucking cool. Okay, we can... Okay, right. So here we can actually test the code. We're in a shell to test our actual backend. So we can import different files. We can test custom situations. This is quite cool. It's like a REPL, right? A REPL. So this shit right here, right? Is this one, okay? This fucking REPL stuff. Fucking REPL stuff. Okay, I'm just tripping over stuff. Okay, now here we can just try shit. Here he's adding, he's creating a new object, right? He's adding a new row to the database, to the table, question table. But there is an issue. No, there is no issue. Because question has a primary key, but the foreign key is in the choice label, right? Is in the choice label. So actually we can create a question, but we can't create a choice without a question, right? We need a question to attach the choice to. Wait a minute. Question isn't an helpful representation of the object, right? Okay. I will take it as right. I will not investigate. Let's fix that by adding the str dunder method. This is fucking weird. I thought that was an automagic stuff, this, for example. This is, for me, is fucking weird. By the way, it's a perfect fit for a base class, probably. Yes, we can just add the str dunder method, right? And we can return he's returning actually the human readable self.choice text, for example. All right. Yes, the str is the user. If you want to print an object and to let the user know what this object contains, str is the write dunder method. If you want to log the object from a technical side, so not from a user side, you don't want to use the str. You want to use the wrapper, right? Which stands for representation. This one here. Just to make a little parenthesis, right? A little interesting parenthesis. So wrapper is for the technical representation. str for the user representation. Obviously, you can use, this is a convention, right? You can use str or whatever as you want. You can create a custom method. We don't care. But str, presumably, oh shit, I don't know how can I say it, but okay, you understand, will be used by other frameworks, right? Because it is a convention, it's a standard. I'm not sure why we needed to create str. This is, for me, for example, is strange. I thought that it's like a data class. I thought a data class in Python basically creates. It's like a record, right? It's like a record in .NET. It allows the stack to create automagically some methods. For example, the str, the wrapper, and why not? So this is weird for me. But let's continue. Let's return the whatever the example is telling us, because it is not intuitive at all, for me at least. It's not, I can't anticipate it. Okay, so now we have the str. It's important to add str methods to your models, not only for your own convenience when dealing with the interactive prompt, but also, for debug reasons, I think, because objects representation are used throughout Django automatically generated admin. So yes, for debug purpose. Let's also add a custom method to this model. Okay, weird. Was published recently. Weird. Wait, from the date time import date time and time zone. Yes, okay, we have also time zone here. Wait, this is a Django. What? Wait, I'm stunned. I'm totally stunned. So this is a Django things. The time zone is not a Python things. But how can I know it? Let's learn a bit more about it. Timezone. I want the fucking import here, because this is weird, guys, for me. So Python, actually Timezone is a quite a difficult topic, but oh, thank you, great question. Both datetime.timezone in Python and Django utils timezone in Django deal with timezone management. All right, we already know that this, but they serve different purposes and offer a different functionality. So the Python version provide a simple way to represent UTC offset, which is what we want from the time zone. So I'm not understanding the Django version, for example. Sorry, I'm not seeing the chat. All right. And okay, so this is just for an offset. So if you are UTC plus 2, you just specify that you are 2 hours above the UTC. Or you, for example, specify that you are in a UTC 0, right? Okay, it doesn't handle daylight saving time. Okay, I don't think was an issue actually, because if you save everything in UTC 0 and you save the offset in a second, in a new field, for example, you can actually have the UTC 0 and the right offset, but okay, this is weird. I didn't know that. Maybe is a real issue actually, if thinking about it live, because if you don't have the change, the daylight. I don't know. This is maybe will be another investigation in another stream, guys. The time zone part, because it's actually complicated. All the datetime shit is complicated. Okay, let's see the Django. This is Django specific utility that builds on Python's datetime modules, but provide advanced functionality. Okay, it is designed to help Django developers work with time zone in a more powerful way, dealing with especially with user-specific time zones, so locales basically, timestamps, and supporting daylight saving time adjustment. Automatic time zone conversion. Well, okay, cool. It's just an arithmetic statement, but who cares? Aware date times. Okay, so allows the object to know. Okay, so we can add to the object, on the same object, we can have the information of the actual time and the offset. Okay, this is, but I think that also the datetime Python allows to, yes, this is the, no, okay, you have to save it separately. Probably this is the actual difference, right? Time zone support for views. I don't know, I'm just speaking shit. Timezone.now returns the current time in UTC, but it's aware of time zone. Okay. So this is actually the difference. Okay, this will require a new investigation, guys. Let's continue here, because time zone is weird. Okay, note the the solution was obviously below again, guys. Note the addition import datetime from Django utils. To reference Python standard datetime module and Django timezone related utilities in Django utils timezone, respectively. If you aren't familiar with timezone handling in Python, you can learn more. Okay, this is fucking cool. I will leave these documents for the next time, by the way, because I think that we are ending we can probably, oh shit, we are 1 hour in. Okay, let's take another 5 minutes just to close this shit. Okay, let's go straight. If you aren't, okay, save these changes and start a new Python interactive shell by running a new shell. Okay, we need, wait, what? Okay, we have already why starting a new shell? We are already here. Okay, he's creating a choice, multiple choices and a question, I think, with a specified primary key. Okay, so we can actually specify the primary key. Question object dot get. Okay, wait, sorry, this is a select. We are actually selecting the object in the question table that has the primary key equal to 1, the ID equal to 1. The primary key, oh wow, this is cool. This is crazy. We have so much information in this single line. We understand many things. And we can call the actual method, because this is a model, right? So it contains the actual model definition, but also some business logic. Could contain some. Probably in the future we will separate those two things, because for me are not clean. I'm sorry. Okay, display any choices from the related. Okay, we are getting the choices set from the question. We're getting the related foreign keys object, I think, with this choice set dot all, because we don't have the choice set, right? It's not a method that we have. Yes, it's not a method that we have. We don't have it. It's a Django, I think, weird method, probably. Okay, by the way, he's doing stuff, but we can probably just skip this shit for now. Okay, for more information, you have other cool stuff. By the way, this is fucking cool, guys. I've saved it. We will probably go through these documents the next time, because I love the philosophy. Let's read the philosophy. Introducing to the Django admin, which is one of the strong points of Django, right? Philosophy. Wait, let's just return back a bit before to read the previous philosophy that was important. Django apps are pluggable. Let's remember this, right? This is probably the most important lesson of today. And continue drinking. Remember to drink. This is the most important part. Today, other than the migration stuff and the model stuff, we need to think about apps as modular things. You can put an app wherever you want, in another project, on another machine, completely another project, Django project, on the same machine. So you can just pass app as packages, right? This is cool. This is are like components, right? Front-end components, basically. But maybe front-end components are more coupled. I'm not a front-end guy, I don't know. Maybe are more coupled with the containing project. Don't know. This is just an assumption. I have an idea, guys, by the way, for probably tomorrow's stream. Instead of going forward with Django, which I will, probably in a next stream, I will for sure, not probably. We can just play a game, probably in Python, on which we program Python to make stuff, which could be cool. I don't know, but Python is the focus now. Django, sorry. Okay, philosophy. Generating admin sites for your staff or clients to add, change, and delete content is tedious. It's tedious work that doesn't require much creativity. Okay, yes, because it's basically just an endpoint, right? Or maybe two endpoints. That means make the same stuff, check the credentials, allows you to get the view, the admin view, and the admin view is probably just a template. So for that reason, Django just entirely automagically create this fucking admin interface. Django was written in a newsroom environment with a very clear what newsroom environment? What does it mean? Maybe I'm just translating. What does this phrase means? By the way, I'm not using Google at all today. I'm just using ChatGPT. But who cares, right? We are in 2025. The phrase Django was written in a newsroom environment refers to the origin of Django web framework and how it was initially developed to address the specific needs of a newsroom setting. Okay, weird. Fucking weird. So Here's the background. Django was created by Adrian Holovati. Yes, this is also interesting, right? What is the background of Django? And Simon Willison. Okay. In 2003. Sorry, Willison, I'm not smiling about your surname. I'm just thinking, wait, it's harder to pronounce. In 2003, while they were working in the Lawrence Journal World, a newspaper in Kansas. Weird, bro. Fucking weird. 2003. 2003 was... Python was in a... for sure not a 3 version, but probably an early 2 version. What Python version was available? Available in 2003. 2.3. Okay, which is not that bad, right? I think that 2.7.1 is the last version of Python 2. But 2.3 maybe was. I mean, if you, one time I saw the Python 1 source code, and it's fucking absurd. I think that Python at the start, at the beginning, didn't have I don't know how to say the fucking object paradigm. No OP, right? Weird. Python started as a because OP, by the way, is just a paradigm, right? So you can implement it or not. It's not people today thinks that is a prerequisite to everything, but actually Python, for example, supports the procedural, simple procedural philosophy. And okay, wait. Okay, so with a very clear content publisher and public separation idea. Site managers use the system to add news, stories, events, sport, and that content is displayed on the public site. Django solves the problem of creating a unified interface for site administrator to edit content. Cool. The admin isn't intended to be used by visitors. It's for site manager. So go away, bro. If you are not an admin, what are fucking you doing here, bro? If you are a site visitor, just close this fucking page and go to read fucking Fox News news. Weird. Yes, it's weird. Okay. And okay, this part here I've already tested in the past. So it's totally automagic. So we can create our super user. Let's create our super user. We will close this shit here. We will close this page today. Okay. Guys, by the way, this part is pretty important. Probably I will make a documentation, because if I push this shit, you will probably need this shit. I don't know, because I pushed the SQLite, I think. No, it's in git ignore, so you can create whatever you want. All right. We will use mine here, Bersy. Email address, we don't care. Password, maybe, let's put it Bersy again. Okay, right. It's too similar. Makes sense. So let's put fucking Python. Oh, what? Oh shit. Okay, Python. Shit. I need to watch the fucking keyboard here, because I'm in a weird situation. It's too short. Okay, we don't care. Let's just keep this shit. Okay, blank. Oh. Let's bypass the check. It's just a test, right? So let's put Bersy. And let's skip the test, the validation part. All right, we have a user. Yes, it's an interface, right? So we can just run the server and go to the admin URL, which makes sense, which is literally the root with admins. Nope, admin. Oh, adnoob. Oh, an error occurred. Please contact the administrator. Oh shit, no. Okay. Hmm. The correct problem in for the wrong situation actually, because we are closing the stream. Pa, 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 pa. Pa, 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 pa. Ah, yes, I forgot about the slash probably. No, wait, what? 302. Oh fuck! I made a wrong import somewhere. Ah yes, the fucking time zone. Cioè, an hour to analyze the fucking time zone, and I forgot to import the time zone. Is here maybe? From Django dot db dot no, wait. Let's see if is maybe core. Okay, no, let's don't guess. Time zone. Utils. And boom, should fix everything. Wait. Maybe we needed to reset the fucking server. I hate this shit. Oh! An error occurred again. No time zone found with Kiki. Ah, yes, because I made a mistake. I made a mistake in the settings. Yes, here. Let's just remove this fucking +1 that I added last time. Maybe this was the issue. This was the issue. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Never. Authentication and authorization. So we can create users and groups. We have some actions, which I don't know what they are. Let's read the documentation, which we are ending right now. Okay, you are in the language code of your system. Now try logging in with super user. And we did. Make the poll app modifiable in the admin. Ah, oh, wait. But where's our poll app? It's not displayed on the admin index page. Only one more things to do. We need to tell the admin that question objects have an admin interface. To do this, open the pulse admin.py and edit the goddamn wheel. Okay, let's register the fucking questions. Let's import it in the goddamn wheel here. Bam, extra fast, extra startup. Explore the free admin functionality. Okay, so we can just refresh. Now we can see the pulse and we can change it. But how? Okay, we can add a question. Are you Musta sauce compliant? The date is now today. Okay, it's the default. It's not the default, but now. Save. Okay, now we have a question to ask, and we made a nothing. I thought about a possible post request, but no possible. Okay, wait. No, okay, the post for the login. No post request for the. No, wait. We have a post request for the. Okay, we added the. We posted the fucking question. Okay, and. Okay, you can create your question with data, and you can have fun. Things to note here: the form is automatically generated. Okay, it's like an Open API format, right? It's like a Swagger, a Swagger logic. Probably we can also add Swagger here in the future. The different model field type correspond to the appropriate HTML input widget, which makes sense. This is quite cool, a cool automation, because I'm not a front-end guy, so I don't want to create this shit. And this is probably a back-end friendly environment. This is why. The bottom part gives you a couple of options: save, send, continue, save. If the value, but who cares? Yes, because we made the wrong time zone. Okay, wait. Let me check this time zone part. By the way. Where the fuck is the? Lol is not is a fucking string. This is why. It's a fucking string. Europe time zone. I don't remember the Europe time zone. Why Italian? I don't know. Europe time zone Django. Okay, we are almost about to closing, guys. Just to kill this shit. Yes, I already made it, but was an error. Okay. This is my same error. Lol. Europe room. Okay, Europe room. Right. Makes sense. Let's try again. Bloop. And we have already. Yes. What about the question? Because I've changed somehow the time zone, and the time is correct, by the way. This is too complicated to make it now. By the way, guys, I think that I can actually close now. Today we have explored a bit. We have leveled up, I guess. We are again a peasant, actually, but we can probably say that we have a kind of armor or some shit of skin to actually defend ourselves from fucking animals. And we are not ready to fight the bandits, but we can say that we know something about migration today, I guess. So, guys, go to watch something better than me, and see you tomorrow, I guess, or the next time. See ya, brother.